Dear students, today we'll be learning about renal anatomy, and in that context, on this model, we'll try to look over the structures which are related to the renal anatomy. First, let me give you an overall orientation. You're looking at the thoracic cavity and you're looking at the abdominal cavity. These two cavities are divided, separated by this whitish structure, and that is called the diaphragm. Now I will remove these organs and then we will go over how and where the kidneys have been located. So let me remove these structures. Now you have seen that I have removed the liver and now stomach is more visible. Going down, after removing the stomach, you can see the transverse colon and its mesentery, and the pancreas has been visible in this model. Now you can see the small intestine, all the loops. And then after removing all that, now you can see ascending colon and the descending colon, and the pancreas and the duodenum. Now when we remove this, what do we have? We have a structure, a membranous structure. What is this membranous structure? This is my parietal peritoneum. So now that when I remove this parietal peritoneum, the structures will be called as, behind this peritoneum we have the retroperitoneal structure. So let's take off this parietal peritoneum. Now after removing this parietal peritoneum, you can see the retroperitoneal structures. So let's take one by one. First I'll talk about the muscles who are present in this area. So there you are looking at the diaphragm. Then you can see some of the muscles which will be more visible when we remove these kidneys. Then you can see the psoas major muscle, the iliacus muscle. So these are the very obvious and visible muscles. There are other muscles as well. Now after these muscles, what we can see the kidneys. Kidneys are ovoid brownish structures which are adherent with the posterior abdominal wall. And then you can see on their upper poles, we have these pinkish structures. These are nothing but the suprarenal glands. And then if you go in the midline, what you can see, this reddish structure, this reddish big tube which is going down all the way, that is my abdominal aorta. And next to it, on the right side, we have inferior vena cava. You can see its tributaries and you can see the branches of the abdominal aorta. And you can see both of these structures, they divide at a certain level. You need to be good with these levels. This is L4 and inferior vena cava is formed at L5. So after looking at these structures, now let's come to the kidney. So here I can show you, this is called the hilum of the kidney, where we can see structures, either they are entering or leaving the kidney. And we all know this is a functional unit of human body. And then you can see that who's entering, you can see that renal artery on both the sides. You can see behind it is the renal vein. And then you can see the most structure is the ureter. And then if you follow this ureter, you can see this ureter is going down all the way to the pelvic cavity, and on its way this ureter is crossed by these vessels, and these are nothing but the gonadal vessels. We'll be learning about these structures in more detail in our next slide, in our next presentation. And then you can see these ureters, they have gone all the way down, they reach to the pelvic cavity, and this ovoid shaped structure which is visible to you, that is nothing but the urinary bladder, and the ureters are opening, connecting to this urinary bladder, and this urinary bladder, it continues as urethra. And in a male and a female there is a little different. We will talk in our next video. Thank you very much.